Alright, so for the next character is going to be Motahan, our first electric character. I love to say, when she first launched, she's a free unit, so that's pretty much a one big W in my opinion. But other than that, she is one of the first electric users that we had who's extremely good, even till this day. I have seen a lot of people use this in the Gate of Nightmares and the Sea of Souls. So, I actually do, for this character in particular, I would probably only use her for those two purposes. So right now, I probably will not even use her in Tartarus. I mean, she could be good in Tartarus, but there's not really a good, a set team for electric users. I mean, Ryuji does electric damage, but that's not his main role. His main role is physical. But other than that, eventually we will have a more benefit, just a better electric user. But we do have Akihiko, but I would probably say we need an assassin electric user. Again, Akihiko is a good electric user for AoE, but he has a lot of prep time. So when it comes to just quick damage, he can't really provide that because it takes some time to ramp up. I think about how many turns I would say he's like fully built up is probably 4 of his own turns. So that's probably what, 16, I think? 16 in total turns. You can probably just wail on him. But I mean, other than that, again, he's good, but he's not like a strong electric user that you can just quickly use. We do have Yui, but she's more of a step DPS character. I will get into the description of her a little bit later, but other than that, she is still decently good. Now, how this character functions is that she works around technical. She is going to be by herself. She doesn't need the entire team, well, depending on how you use her, but her kit doesn't rely on her team. It normally just relies on herself. Now, with these kind of skills, she has skill 1, 2, and 3. She does inflict shock. Now, when it comes to shock, you do inflict much more damage when you use her skill 3. Skill 2 is basically increasing the electric damage for the entire party. So she is applying buff to the party, not just herself, but also on the field when it comes to a shock status. Again, we don't really have any character that utilizes shock as much, besides, well, her, obviously, to my knowledge. But other than that, cards. I basically have just the basic electric setup. Now there could be other usage that you can use for her. I do have a lot of kind of personal cards I would use, but for now I think this is a lot more benefit for her for the Sea of Souls and the Gateway Nightmares. Now I would say this because in certain aspects of the traits you can actually do increase of a certain type of damage, like electrical, fire. That depends if they have that kind of trait, but if they don't have that trait, I would probably recommend what is it, the power set? Yeah, power and growth. So let's go up with a couple teams and let's show her off. Okay, so we are going, well, okay, so I will be tackling the Gate of Nightmares. This is the team I probably conjured up. Actually, let me change this real quick to Silo. This is just a thrown team. Not ideally. We have to keep in mind. I have to keep in mind that this is a 4-star, so they're going to be capped. She's going to be capped as much as she can do, as in damage wise, stats, basically the whole shebang she's able to. Well, so far I do have her to where she's, oh, that's the wrong thing I clicked. Her goals pretty much maxed out, or pretty much over the top, besides the crit multi, which is just off by 2, but it's not that big of a deal. We do have her 5-star weapon, which will gain her Thundercloud stacks. On top of that, increased damage for electric damage for the entire party. We do have a stronger DPS electric type, but again, Akihiko is good way better than Motaha right now. But this is like as a back burner if you don't want to pull for it. Well, if you did or did not pull for Akihiko, she's still just a character worth mentioning. Again, ooh, remove their own accident. Again, with Motaha, we're able to just do damage like right on the spot, but Akihiko, it takes some time to build up the damage before he wails out. The damage for him is there, but it does take a lot of prep time. It's like Batman. He needs prep time before he does anything. But Motaha, all we have to do is just basically 2 skills, and then we're just set. Again, we'll have to resort with Shock, to where I am bringing Persona of Illiger. He's able to inflict shock since I have Wild Thunder and also Shock Boost on top of that. He's able to do a lot more damage with crit damage if an ally is afflicted with shock. So I'm gonna bring him for benefit. We have Dionysus, and then Neon Show. Pronouncing his names wrong. Just as the 2 primary personas I usually care for everything. Other than that, not much to change. We are running the Stylotron blade, which is basically increasing damage and crit rate all around for the entire party, also crit damage. You can get your hands on this when Akihiko was released. It's still on the shop, so honestly, it's a not really a must, but it's a good weapon to have when it comes to these electric typing fights that happens every update or weekly. Bi-weekly. No, it's just actually very weekly. Events that the game holds. So let us start. Other than that, I got the twins, I got Cord, and then Angie. So let's start. Now for this one, I believe for this one, I believe we are able to go up to turn 0, which is actually what I like a lot in this situation for Nightmares. So we have enough turns to do as much damage as we can. Alright, so the traits for this is not. I think for the Seal of Souls, it increases the electric damage taken, but for this one, it's increased damage to a down foe. So this honestly is not really good for Motaha, but we'll make the best out of it. I'll make the best out of it. Alright, let's do skill 3, and let's bring out Cord real quick. I want to save the twins passive once we get probably turn 3 if possible. Alright, Universe Theria, let's see. How are we looking when it comes to stat wise? 89. Oh my lord. Alright. Not too terrible. Not too crazy. Alright. Let's go back. Let's do Distortion. Let's get these shields out of the way for now. Just zero them best as we can. Now Wrathful Thunder, we're gonna flick Shock if we have it, to where we're able to do a lot more damage. The rotation, how I'm gonna use it. Normally it's good to do 1, 2, like probably 1, 2, 1, 2. But I might cycle through all of it, because if we're inflicting Shock with Wonder, we normally don't have to worry about No, that is gonna be a little bit weird though. How can we play this? Do I just do 1, 2, 1, 2? Because skill 2 we're gonna obviously use, because that's gonna increase our electric damage. Not just for us, but the entire team. Even though we don't have any other electrical users besides Cord, who we probably will not even use besides the first turn. I might just have to use... if I can inflict shock by Yulliger on the next 2 turns with Wonder, I might just do 2-3-2-3. Or I might just do a whole cycle. I might just have to do a whole cycle. I might just do that. Alright. Let's do this. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let us use skill 2 here. Now for navigators, for any Navi, Angie, I think is probably a very well suited character. I know some people can use Futaba in some cases, or Phoebe. Phoebe probably might be a better option. If actually no, I think yeah, I think Phoebe might be a better option if Futaba is not available. Alright, you know what? Do what we can when it comes to damage. Alright, let's use skill 2. Let's do this. Okay. So far so good. Alright, cool. Now we can start using the Twins passive. So we're gonna get a full HP and shield to it. Let's go over to Yulliger. We're gonna cast Wild Thunder. Let's do this. Skill 2. Let's use skill 3. Not bad damage. Not bad. Not too crazy. Not too crazy. Yes. Now we just gotta make everyone live in, that's it. We should be alive. Should be too crazy. Oh, someone get hard targeted though. That's it. Alright, now we're good. Alright, let's do this. We got technically two or three more skills left. Let's go back to Dionysus. Skill 3. Onto Multa, and then we can use Catching Hook for Multa. Get some of this shield down. Might not be able to remove all of it though. Might actually no, we should be able to. Alright, double time. Let's do that.
行くぞジュスティーヌすぐに排除します。制裁の
It's
時間
gonna
だ。
use the full heal and also some shield.
そうきましたか。
Okay.
私たちも一緒に戦います。さて、どうしましょうか。
Now we should be able to use Angie's passive in the next rotation, which will be here, the Sunny Interference, and then we'll go back to Yoger.
本番だよ、カリオペ。
Do some notes.
この歌を
Everyone's
終わ
a
らせよ
fucking shot.
アルビルだ。 ここはペルソナ
Two. Increase electric damage taken, and if we get the Necrop as well, let's do this. Increase damage taken.
ペルソナ
Alright, and then we'll do. Let's do this.
行くぞジュスティーヌ
This should
す
work.
ぐに排除します。
We're setting up the layup. Increase damage. Everyone should be fine. So far, no one's being the primary target. That's good. No, that's good. That's good. That's good. No crit either. Cool. So far, so good.
歌声よ
Alright.
届いて。さて
Now all we can do is use this
何度だって
on
立ち上がっ
Moldeha.
て
Now, since I have an A6 Angie, we can do this twice.
さてどうしま
It's
しょう
gonna help out a lot.
ペルソナジオ
Alright. Now we'll use Seal 1.
どうしましょうか。行きますよ。ペルペルペ
And then we'll go Illiger. And then we might have to do Wild Thunder again. Yeah, might have to. Yeah, there's like a bank on it. Bank on the 70%. Alright, this helps us get everyone down to where it can do more damage to down opponents. Alright, catchy hook.
行き渡れどこまでも
Alright, do that. It's gonna be
終わらせ
my
よ
turn again.
アルビルだ
Man. Sometimes I really do wish that my twins are a lot slower.
こちらの流れで
That's why I need change to build sometimes.
終わらせよ
Or better yet, I just need to tweak the speed that they have.
おめでとうございます歌声よ
But this does hurt. This does hurt me a lot.
轟いてさてどうしましょうか
But you only can do so much.
ペルペル
Alrighty.
お願いみんなを守って
Let's do this. Do more damage to down foes. As much as we can.
アルビルダは止まらない
And electric shield.
ペルソナペルソナ行くぞジュスティー
Do
ヌ
that.
すぐに排除します制裁の時間だ
Can't we hit that mark? Oh, we're so close. Oh, we were so close. We're so close. Okay, not bad. Not terrible. Not too terrible. But alright, so let's move on to the Sea of Souls version of this. Okay, so not much of the team has changed besides the roles of the twins being a Saboteur instead of a Guardian now. No, excuse me, not Guardian, Medic. I think that is the role for it. Healer, basically. But I did change the card set for Molteha. For instead of the electric amplified cards, I got her the speed resolves and such. Basically lowering its speed and also increasing the damage we have depending on what turn we have. So that's 60% along with 30% damage inflicted that we're going to be able to do. Again, same team. Not much has changed besides Molteha's cards. So let's start. Now for this Sea of Souls version, we are going to be doing increased damage of electric type, which does benefit in our favor, which I would honestly would keep the same card set I had before, but there's no way I can change the twins in between the two sets I have for them to where they have lower speed. Excuse me, not lower speed, higher speed than Motaha. So we'll literally have to make do by changing Motaha's set for a while. So again, same kind of thing we have here besides the enemy itself. The only thing we have to be mindful of is that, what is Motaha? Is it wind? No, it's ice. Okay, no, we're good. Alright, so let's do Universal. Here we go. Alright. Just think about how we can deal with this. We use skill 3. Skill 2. Actually, that's skill 1. Probably get the damage for everyone else. Distortion. And then maybe skill 1. We just gotta be careful because they can do a heck of damage. They can do a lot of damage. So if we can live the next, hopefully the next 2 turns, we should be fine. That's if we survive. Hopefully we do. Alright, let's do this. Sonic interference. Let's do skill 1 on energy. Let's... Which one of you guys have it? It's you. Okay, so let's do this. And then we can use highlight. No, well, not the highlight. Skill 3. And place it on closer. Or just bullseye. Let's do. Why is he facing the other way? Okay. Skill 2. Increase our electric damage. Nice. Okay. Not bad. Okay, cool. Not bad at all. Alright, cool. Let's cast Wild Thunder. Let's do this. Actually, I prefer this. Cool. Skill 3. And then we can proc. Yeah, let's do this. Let's hit you. Should I hit you again? I don't think you have it. Down, Sonic interference, yada yada yada. Nope. Alright, cool. Put that back on you. Maybe let's send you some notes. That's a unison. What's it called? Unison? Hold on. Brain fart. A massive brain fart right here. Unison. Alright. Electric shock. Controlled shock. Electric controlled shock. Alright. We should be good. We should be good. I have faith. Okay. Let's go back to Universal Furio. Let's do that.
いきますよエウテルペ
We should be fine.
行くぞジュスティー
I
ヌ
was thinking way ahead of time. We're not even there yet.
制裁の時間だすごく辛そう
Alright, cool.
このままじゃ終わんない
Now we can use Catchy Hook yet again. Move that some of these shields out of the way. Let's do double time. Let's do this.
褒めてやる感謝します終わらせよアルビルダペルソナ
Let's do that.
これでもうこちらの流れですよ
Looks like shock on everybody. And then for Wonder, we can use Sonic Interference yet again and then move over to Yilliger. Hopefully, we don't need to inflict shock, but we may need to.
いくよいやすごく辛そう
That ice might be the what they go to. We might have to inflict shock again. The setup is crazy.
準備できそうってどうしましょうかエウテルペお願いみんなを
Man, I'm starting to do a full cycle of multi skills, so this is starting off like a looking like a repeat
行くぞジュスティーヌ
of Akihiko.
排除します
But yet again, I can just do 1 and 2 skills 1 and 2. That's it.
カリオペ
Probably be off better off with that like that, but
ハイライトいけます
I want to get rid of this.
力を貸しまし
'Cause we might be able to
アルビルダは
build
止
up
まらない
just enough.
ここはペルソナで
Do that. No crits, okay. Right now, Multihash need a nice dodge. Nice dodge.
そうきました
Okay.
やるな
Okay.
いくよ
Nice. Let's hopefully nothing too crazy is gonna happen. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna inflict. We're just gonna inflict this again. Alright, so we do have the additional typing buff. I think by 12%.
どうしましょうか何度も立ち上がって
Is it?
奇跡を
I think it is 12%. Is it?
届いて
It should be 12%. Yeah, it's 12%. Okay, cool. Second, I thought I was spouting
どう
nonsense.
しましょうか
Alright,
何度だけ立ち上がって
let's do this
奇跡を起こ歌声よ届いて
to where we can continue our turn. All we have to do is spam Smoker. That's it.
エウテルペありがとう
We have shock inflicted. We have our electric damage amplified buff.
星焼きの時間
And literally all we need is the shock inflicted. Ugh! Skill 3 to where you can get bonus damage from shocked allies. Not allies, the enemies. Jesus. Oh my god, I'm stumbling my words. Alright, cool. Catch your hook. Alright, let's do this. Yep, damage taken. Nice. Do this again. Because why not? Skill 3 yet again. Hey, we reached the 40 mil. Nice. Not too terrible. Not too bad. Oh, we're about to hit 50. Did we hit 50 mil? That is the question. Hey, 55. Not bad. Okay, not bad. This is probably good for my placement. It's gonna take me nowhere though. Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, she's not a bad 4-star, but you can really see how some of these 4-stars have aged as the update continues. Eventually, we'll have a lot more stronger I think we probably should, we will be getting 2 extra lightning types. I know one of them is going to be, what is it, a Saboteur? I think one of them is going to be a Saboteur and another TPS. I could be wrong, or is it Assassin? I could be wrong, but no, we are getting eventually a lot more stronger electric typings. Besides Akihiko. Again, Akihiko is still a good choice, but as a back burner, you can't really go bad. You can't go wrong with the original. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I gotta make other videos. Most likely, some of the teams, some of the other 4-stars, like say for instance, Leon, Soy, and Yuki. It's really hard to make teams by themselves because you can literally use them anywhere you go, but there is a specific set team that these characters can go with, and it's pretty much like the only team they can use besides Leon. Leon, you could probably use him for multiple reasons, but Soy, Shun, and Yuki, Yumi, it's pretty much like a cookie cutter thing. Other than that, I will have to make something else. Take care.